Hey, it's Chris from the Content Marketing Academy here, and in this video I want to talk all about how you can find the time for content marketing. Perhaps one of the biggest challenges, the biggest barriers, the biggest problems, issues, just the biggest excuse for not getting content marketing done, blogs, videos, podcasts, whatever it might be, is I don't have the time. I hear it all the time. Our workshops, seminars, speaking, emails that I got today, we can't find the time. And even people who are in, they get it. They really get content marketing. They struggle with this too. So there's a big problem here. We need to discuss it. It needs to be out in the open. How can we find the time for content marketing? Now, when people normally say, I don't have the time, usually that means I don't value it or it's not a priority in my business. And it's one of the biggest challenges we have with content marketing is that when people don't get it yet and they're not bought into it, it's really, they just don't prioritize it. It's like anything. If you don't value it and you don't get it and you don't understand it and you don't really see how it would benefit your business, then you're not going to put that priority level on it. And that's just the way it is. So what we have to do is we have to get people bought in. So we do that. You as a business owner, you have to get your team bought in. You as a marketer or a marketing person within the business, you have to get your boss bought into it. You have to find ways to do that, and that could be through third-party stuff, videos, getting a workshop set up in your organization, start dripping it in, showing people what it's capable of, etc., etc. But in this video, I just want to talk specifically about finding time. So there's a lot of things we can do here, but the main thing is really to prioritize marketing in your business. Understand how fundamental marketing is, the function of marketing in your business. It doesn't matter if you're a solopreneur and you've got a big business. I've worked with them all, and I've worked with all different ranges, and in all categories, there's people there that just don't have a marketing function in their business. They don't see the value. It's absolutely crazy because there's only two things that can differentiate your business: innovation and marketing. Those are the two things that will truly differentiate your product and service from your competition, because every product has a similar option or exact same option. It's really hard to differentiate on just price alone, just product alone. There has to be something unique. The message, the story, the brand, the feeling people get when they buy from you, the customer experience, all of that stuff, that's all marketing. You could have you could have the best product in the world, but if you can't get that message across to people to inspire them to take some sort of action, then they're just not going to do it. You're just not going to be as successful as you can. So getting that message out there is so, so important. And to be honest with you, we're done to death with traditional marketing and advertising, the interruption marketing, the marketing that's sort of in your face. And, to be honest, over the last 40 years, companies have got away with marketing, just by shouting. Whoever shouts the loudest gets the most attention. We've covered that in previous videos as well. So the only marketing that's really left is content marketing, the principles of content marketing. Covered that in another video, so go watch the other videos that we talked about that in more detail. But specifically, just to get the point across here, it's about you've got to make the time, right? You've got to see that it's a priority. You've got to stop the client work. You've got to stop the other functional types of work to do the content, to write the blog. It might not even be to write them, but to at least plan them and get your team to do them, get your team involved. So let's look at a couple of things you can do. If you're a solopreneur, you need to make the time. You need to put the time in your diary, and you need to make it happen. Anybody can find a few hours a week or half an hour a day to sit down and work on their business. If you can't, then you've got a major problem in your business, and you need to find out how to fix that. You're the only one that can do it. You take the time, you make the time in your diary, you mark it out, and you make sure that you do your content marketing in that window of time. There's always stuff to be done in the business. The stuff in the business is never done, ever. You have to accept the fact that there's always going to be stuff to do, and you have to get your content marketing done. Now, the thing is though, as well, just to kind of reflect on what I'm actually saying here, content marketing is fun, and it should be fun. So it shouldn't be that hard. Once you get into it, you're like, actually, I quite enjoy spending this time working on my business. Try to enjoy it. Seriously, I will make everything so much easier for you. So there's that. Make the time. put it in your diary. Make it your personal time to work on your content. If you're a solopreneur or a micro business, you have to do it. Honestly, you have to do this if you want to survive. The next stage would be looking at a business that's got a team maybe, and they don't have a marketing function, so like it's not one person's job as such, and therefore it's no one's job. I would look at that and think to myself, right, well, what are all these people doing in my business? What functional aspects could be delegated, outsourced to freelancers, or systemized to create efficiencies, to create time for content, borrowing time from multiple sources to build your marketing team? Because at the end of the day, really, if you can create a culture of content within your organization, you can get ideas from all your team members. In fact, someone on your team might be like, actually, I'd love to do video. Get them in front of the camera. Someone might be like, I'm a great writer, I actually enjoy writing. Make writing a part of their role. Somebody might have tons of ideas. Get them on the ideas team. You as the director, the leader of the company, should be driving this forward and encouraging people to get involved in your content marketing. So you might be able to find the time in pockets and lean on people's strengths as well. So that's definitely one way to do it. If I'm looking at my business, if you've got maybe 3 or 4 in your team or quite a small team, you definitely want to be looking at all the functional roles that could be put into administrative roles, low paid or lower paid. Don't get me wrong, it's a very important role, the administration of business, but it's a functional role. It can be given to someone to do, and once they're taught and trained in how to do it, it can be done. A lot of it can be systemized now as well, or outsourced to other people. You can make time within your team, find the efficiencies, but really it all comes back to prioritizing marketing. The whole I haven't got the time is the adult equivalent of the dog ate my homework. It's just as simple as that. It's frustrating for me, but I get it. I know that if someone doesn't get content marketing, they're just not going to do anything with it, and that's fine. One day they will, hopefully. But if you do buy into this and you do get it and you do make the time and you make it happen, you will see the results very, very quickly, and you'll have great results long term. And the reason for that is because everybody finds this hard. This is a challenge for almost everybody that I meet, and most people don't get over it. Therefore, it creates an opportunity and a gap in that space where people aren't doing it. There's a whole bunch of people that hit that barrier and they stop and they can't move forward. If you can break through this big barrier, you're into that sort of top percentile of people that are actually getting this stuff done. And I hope that's going to be you. So how do you find the time for content marketing? You make the time. I hope that's been valuable for you. I hope you've had a great day. Don't forget to be awesome.